Chef Troy. Welcome back to Happy Plates. Today we're going to have local historian and writer Dan Terry. When I spoke to Dan earlier, he said that he likes Cajun food and he likes seafood. So I said I'd make a little bit of shrimp. We have this shrimp dish here. It's a St. Louis inspired shrimp Lafayette. We have the holy trinity of ingredients for Cajun cooking. We have peppers, celery, and onions. We did a julienne on the onions. We did a small dice on the peppers, and we did a real fine chop on the celery so it breaks down a little bit. We have one clove of garlic and one little small shallot. We cut it so small and so paper thin that it almost just falls apart. And we have this nice heavy sound check. We got the nice heavy pan here. I like to just take a little bit of butter there. We'll let this melt for a little bit here. We have some heirloom tomatoes, but that was just because we had a few left over. We want a little pretty color. We have 1 teaspoon of paprika. We have a half a teaspoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of sea salt, which we're going to put over here because we want to make sure we put it in with our onions and stuff so it helps release the moisture. We have a half a teaspoon of fresh crushed black pepper, half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and a half a teaspoon of thyme. We also have 1 bay leaf that we're going to add. I forgot our shellfish stock that we made. We have a little bit of red wine from a local winery here in Missouri, and we have our shrimp that's already been peeled, cleaned, and deveined. So I want to go on ahead and start putting some of my stuff in there. A little bit of the garlic. I'm not going to put the tomatoes in quite yet because I want them to keep their pretty color a little bit longer. There, a little bit of sea salt. You can use regular salt if you want. I prefer the sea salt, especially since we're making a seafood dish. My paprika, I'm going to go on ahead and sprinkle over my shrimp. And I'm going to kind of work it in a little. I can smell that they're just about done. And at this point, we really just want them to look like that. Where they've sweated a little bit, they got a little bit tender, but there's still a little bit of firmness to it because these have to cook and I don't want it to be mush. I'm going to take a little bit of the wine just to deglaze the pan a little bit. See, I moved everything to one side and I'm moving that part off of the heat. The heat's right here now, you can see. Here's where the vegetables are from here over, and here's my heat. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my shrimp in. Now these are going to cook pretty fast. Now I'm going to put all the vegetables on top of the shrimp like that. And I'm going to move all the shrimp over and let them cook in the bottom of the pan. See, instead of taking everything out, you can do it that way too. Now, I'm going to take the thyme. I'm going to take the thyme to put the thyme in. A little bit of cayenne there. We have some fresh crushed black pepper. I like to hold the amount back just a little bit if it calls for crushed black pepper. Hold the amount back a little bit and then add a little bit of fine pepper too to add that little extra oomph. And also you don't want to put so much of the crushed black pepper sometimes because it might be really hot. Yeah, we got Cajun cooking today. I'm going to take me a little pretty glass there so you guys can see it. I'm going to take the shrimp out right now. I do not want to overcook the shrimp. I'm going to leave a little of that flavor in there now. That's what gives it the hoo-yah. I'll reduce that heat a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit of shrimp stock in there. Well, what's that? Let's use it up. We make it fresh. We use it fresh. And here's the thing. Besides a little bit of wine, that stock didn't cost anything. We had peels that we peeled from shrimp, and we cooked them. That was part of that other show. Now I'm going to bring the heat back up. I'm going to add a bay leaf. You want to make sure you don't break your bay leaf, and you're going to take the bay leaf out after. It's really just to flavor, and you don't generally eat the bay leaves. I remember I was making pasta sauce one time, and somebody says, I like it, but there was like leaf in it from a tree or something. I'm like, yeah, that's okay. You know, things do grow. They're not always just found at the stores. Now what we did was we took some of these peppers that we actually got down at the little Asian market. They get them dried in big bags. You take a little bit of vegetable oil and put it in a jar and put the peppers in there, and then it makes the oil hot and the peppers hot. You can smell that little bit of wine. Remember too, now we put that wine in, we didn't cook it off, so there's still that little bit of wine flavor in here. It smells really good. See the pretty colors, and nothing's overcooked yet. Give me time. No, I'm kidding. We pulled that out. We just wanted to get the color of the shrimp, and then when we throw it back in the shrimp stock, a little bouillabaisse or something we got going here, it'll bring all the flavors back together. We got this soup base going to a boil here. We're gonna add these tomatoes. We got the peppers, a little bit of oil. He said hot. We figured we'd do a nice little, historical salute, since Lafayette was very important to our nation and St. Louis, and we're having local historian Dan Terry on. So we're going to put some of this in here for right now. And we're going to take all this flavor. I'm just going to cover it and reduce it. You guys ready for this? Look at this wonderful, wonderful recipe. I'm Chef Troy, and see you back in a little bit on Happy Plates. Hey everybody, welcome back to Happy Plates. I'm your host, Troy Pendley. I have the shrimp Lafayette finished here. I've already turned the heat off. I'm moving this over because this has got to cool for a little bit before I welcome our special guest today, Dan Terry. For people at home that don't know, Dan Terry has written several books in and about Missouri. He's an author, he's an investigator, he's a historian. He's also a cop, so we're going to have some fun with that too. We're going to welcome Dan Terry. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing? Come on in.
Well, thanks.
Have a seat, sir.
Smell that from outside.
Oh, I know,
Great.
I know.
Yeah.
It's torture for the neighbors, but especially when we do 2 or 3 different shows, the people around here. What are you making? What are you cooking? What restaurant did you open? So again, welcome to the show. I'm gonna go on and plate everything.
Okay.
And get it ready. I'm gonna move this chair just a little bit out of my way here. This is nice and hot. Now you said to me on the phone that you wanted seafood, and you said also that you wanted something a little spicy.
I like Cajun. Yes.
Cajun. Well, we'll see how this is by you. Oh no, I didn't. I did. I went there. I did. Couldn't be helped, actually. See this bay leaf? We're gonna remove that. But look at that nice sauce. Now, what I'm gonna do
It
here?
does smell great.
I have to say, it does. We're gonna. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna set these off to the side. Let me get my spoon here. I want to make this look pretty. We're gonna do this. This is in honor of a great historic figure in American history and St. Louis history, and we named it Shrimp Lafayette. I'm just gonna put that there. I'm gonna let that soak in. We're not gonna put anything on that rice. We're gonna keep that pretty white color. Now I'm gonna go on ahead and remove this so it's not it's not blocking the shot here. That's hot, so we're gonna let that cool for a minute, and I like to tease you and just make you smell it for a little while.
It's working.
We're gonna set this over here. You worked with thing. It was what was it? Ghost.
We did a charity
Ghost hunt or something?
We did a charity ghost hunt. Yes, for a scholarship fund.
That's nice.
It's called the Barb Boardman Scholarship Fund in the memory of a girl who was killed in an accident.
Okay.
And
is there a link or some way people can contact that?
No, but I will get one up on my site.
On yours. So we'll have a link. We'll have a link to yours so people can do that.
Yeah.
That's
right
awesome.
now they don't have a website. All the money they're gathering is going straight to the fund.
The way charities are supposed to be.
Exactly.
I understand. Yeah. That's what I believe. I believe if people give their money, that it should go where it's supposed to go.
Right.
And kind of ironic there because we have our painting here. Since you do ghost stories,
Yes.
We did a painting here, and since it was Cajun, this is actually kind of about Hurricane Katrina.
Okay.
And I went down there after Hurricane Katrina and I worked, and I got to learn how to make this base sauce. Some of this base sauce down there. So some of this is pretty traditional, and some of it's my own little flair. You have a new book coming out in spring of 2011, right?
Yes, it'll be
River,
called
River Shadows?
River Shadows,
Right.
and it's ghosts in river towns.
Okay.
Specifically, river towns are the oldest towns.
Sure.
So, and they're the ones that was the frontier. They were the ones that Indian attack, cholera.
They didn't have roads
epidemics.
yet.
They didn't have roads. They were stuck there when the disease hit. You're there.
Right.
And there's a lot of ghosts. Hermit,
Yeah.
St. Charles has a lot of ghosts. And I went from Taos, New Mexico, on the Rio Grande, out to Savannah, Georgia, and hit river towns all along the way. Memphis, I got some pretty good ghost stuff there, all over.
Wow. So it's not just in St. Louis or Missouri.
This is my first time out of Missouri.
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
I started in New Mexico. I hit Kansas. I hit.
Don't believe the
Missouri,
rumors.
Illinois.
The Earth's not flat. Don't believe the rumors.
No, I found that out.
Right.
Yeah,
There's all kinds of things. No, what I'm saying is we get influences from different places. We bring it back. And we make it our own. We come up with a lot of good foods in St. Louis. Also.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a little special kind of a thing today. What I'm going to do is when we come back, I'm going to have to look to the camera here for a second. That'd be in the camera. I forget it's there. I'm in here cooking. We're having fun. That's the main thing. I want to pan over here at the set too. Notice some of the stuff that we got over here. This is at local thrift stores too. Support your local thrift stores. Support your local economy. Try to support people and help people that are helping people that you see. Remember, the person you help might be your neighbor. And what I'm going to do is kind of a little special surprise. Since you're a paranormal investigator,
Yes.
I have another paranormal investigator here. We have Mr. Joe Palermo. So what I'm going to do is give Mr. Palermo a chance to come on stage here. Yeah. And Joe.
Please.
This
Joe.
is Dan.
Dan, good to meet you, sir.
You guys have a seat. Now, I know Joe likes the spicy food, and I don't generally eat the peppers, so I'm going to let these guys have it.
We also have another show on itsdms.com called Walking with the Paranormal. I certainly want to do, I want to do some coverage with you on
Sounds
what
great.
you're doing.
All right. Just give me a call. We've got a lot of stuff we're doing over around Franklin County here.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bridge they are about to tear down and replace, which is the most haunted place I have seen.
Really?
It's crazy out there. And I'm really looking forward to what happens when they tear it out.
Huh.
And then we've got, of course, the John Bush Brewery, which is in Washington. I don't know if you're aware, Adolphus Bush, who created the Budweiser franchise,
Right.
he had an older brother named John, who was actually started a brewery 7 years before, and Adolphus worked for him for a while. That brewery is in Washington. It was taken over. Oh, thank you. It was taken over during the Civil War for a short time, and it's really haunted also.
I have to ask you for my friend Chris, because she's really into going after the Lemp Mansion. Have you done anything with the Lemp Mansion?
Yeah, are you familiar? You're familiar with Troy Taylor? He is
Yes.
an author out of Illinois,
Right.
and I did an overnight with him at the Lamp once. That place is kind of strange. I can't say I got any outstanding smoking gun evidence, but we've got some weird feelings, some interesting orbs, and every time I go there, there's an orb on the schedule.
All right, welcome back to Happy Plates. I'm Troy Pendley. Did I pop your ear there, buddy? That's our little thing.
beer took it.
Well, yeah, that'll wake you up, see? And if that don't wake you up, this Cajun-influenced meal will, I want you guys to go on and enjoy. And we kind of sprung this on Joe. I said, why would I want to ask a guy questions about paranormal investigation when I don't really know? I know about cooking.
This is really good.
You like it?
Yes, it is.
That's the best part of being a chef. See, that's
And I thought it would be really
Happy
hot,
plate,
but it's
you
not.
know?
It's got a great flavor without a lot of heat.
I'm gonna get out. It's like leaving when you tell a good joke, leave on a high note. That's what I'm doing right there.
Oh,
Let
man.
you guys enjoy.
Joe, I've been wanting to ask because I understand you worked with the Chupacabra deal and had some of your work on television.
Okay, I'm going to set that aside just for a quick second. In brief, Chupacabra activity coming to the light of day back 1995. I was asked to be the official videographer on an expedition to go to Puerto Rico. San Juan and city of Canovenas were the primary chupacabra activity was going on. And it proved to be a very, very, in my opinion, fruitful visit. I got a lot of good interviews on camera, including the Mayor Soto of the city of Canovenas, and a fellow researcher of mine, very, very dear friend, the late Bob Buck, was able to get interview footage with the primary veterinary involved in the necropsies of animal victims, alleged animal victims. And the information that we gathered indicates that there is certainly something to the story.
Okay.
Something, you know, there's a larger trail of, if, for lack of better terms, bizarre animal killings than there is for any other cryptozoological animal. More evidence of that than Bigfoot, Nessie, you know. Take your pick of the list of cryptozoology. So it was very interesting. Next.
You got a video of it though, right?
Yes. Well, of the actual chupacabra, no. Contrary to popular belief, there is no photograph or video of the chupacabra.
Okay.
Doesn't exist. Anybody who says that they do have it, they don't have what they think they have. We were talking earlier about the creature that was gotten on that.
Yeah, the squad car had a really weird-looking creature in front of the video camera of it, chasing it down the road. In fact,
Exactly.
It almost got me.
you sure it didn't?
Came close.
That was demonstrated to be some sort of either a coyote with mange or one of the instances of mutation in the field. Because this creature, I mean, you look at it, it's obviously canine. You know, it's got the snout, the canine, you know, the ears like a dog or a wolf or a fox or whatever, body, running on four legs, the tail. You know, there is no mystery to this.
Okay.
The chupacabra from Puerto Rico doesn't look anything. When I first saw the illustration of this that was faxed to us by Jorge Martin from Puerto Rico to my friend Bob Buck, I looked at this picture and I thought, this looks like a really bad makeup thing from a Grade B horror movie.
Okay.
This thing just should not exist. But there's too many eyewitnesses. Way too many eyewitnesses. So that's kind of in a nutshell.
Where can someone take a look at some of your video or your discussion of it, your show?
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up because this is kind of a crossover show that we're doing here. Because I'm also producing a program called Walking with the Paranormal. And I want to have you on that program.
That would be great.
I like your energy. I like you.
Thank you.
I think there's some good stuff that we could do together.
Look forward to it.
But on itsdms.com, if you go to your home page for your area, you will go down a little bit. You will see Chupacabra: The Legend Begins. The whole program is on there, free viewing, just like this is. So go take a look, and then you'll know the truth about the chupacabra. Now, you and I are in similar business.
Very soon.
And when you have someone comes up to you, well, how do you know, blah, 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 and you show them your evidence, and they go,
Photoshop.
Photoshop. What?
And you know what I've told people, and I say this a lot. If I went into a ghost conference with a demon, hog-tied, spitting fire, cloven hoofs, pointed tail, somebody's going to scream Photoshop.
It wouldn't be me.
You cannot convince somebody who does not want to know.
That's true.
Doesn't want to believe.
All right, welcome back to Happy Plates.
Thank
This is
God.
Chef Troy. What is it? A little bit hot there, Joe?
Oh, just a little bit.
They said spicy. See, that's why I backed out. I see. We have our Happy Plate for. Is that part of it?
Yeah, this is my happy plate.
The spoon.
You see the white for my beard, the color of the shrimp for my bald head, and I put the leaf up there in honor of Troy. Well, actually, I'm Cherokee too, so you know.
Oh, that's cool. That's probably about the only thing you and Johnny Depp got in common. Let's see. Go ahead. Describe your Happy Plate.
The shrimp for the eyes and nose, and then the mouth there, and the little droplets of sweat being by the rice.
It's hot under the camera. Plus, we're eating a very, very spicy meal.
It is spicy, but it is good.
I have dessert for you guys in honor of Dan being a police officer. I have a donut.
A donut. A chocolate donut.
How can you go wrong with that? You can't. That's the answer.
You
to
can't.
that.
And you know,
So-
I bet there's not too many carbs involved.
What I have here, Dan, I have a poster of Faster Than Death.
Oh, thank you.
Just about actual size there.
All right.
So, and we'll
Thanks very much.
We'll autograph one, and then you can take it around. People can put bids on it when you travel around, and then say you pick a date. It don't matter to me. We'll post it, and we'll give the proceeds from that to your charity to hopefully help
sounds
help
great.
somebody else get a scholarship or something. So it was really great to have you guys on. We're gonna wrap up so far here on Happy Plates. I don't know the tally here. I don't know if I can place a winner. I have, you know what? I like the leaf, but I may give it to the guests on account of you can't fix tickets. See you guys later on Happy Plates.
Happy, happy, happy plates.